G'day YouTube people, we're going back to Bayswater in WA to have a look at some good news and bad news about the detour around the Bayswater railway station works precinct. So coming along here now, this road has been opened up, which is really good, but I was almost clobbered here the other day by a bloke in a ute who came tearing around that corner in the bike lane on the wrong side of the road. Why did he do that? Well, for starters, you can see here that the pavement marking that would warn a driver about cyclists is very, very worn. So I think that definitely needs to be refreshed because all the truck traffic that's gone across here during construction works has just completely eroded it. The other thing I was expecting is you can see how there's some dashed lines across the road there. I would have thought this would be set up as a give-way intersection. But there's no giveaway sign here, but that's quite normal along here apparently. Anyway, that concrete island of death has been removed, which is great. I did have a bit of a chit chat with the good people from Westcycle about this last week. They got onto the project people. Obviously the project people got onto the jackhammers and got rid of it. So much safer now going into this tunnel underneath the railway line. So good news there. Thumbs up. Thank you, Westcycle, for hassling the hell out of the project people and the Department of Transport and everyone else to get a good result. Now, the next bit of good news is this bollard of death has been removed. So that was there a couple of days ago, went through on the 5th of August, no longer there. Now, there was a hole where the bollard used to be. I don't know whether that means it's gone for good or whether it's just gone as a temporary measure. I guess time will tell, but maybe a cyclist knocked it over, I don't know. But for the moment, it's gone, which I think is good. Had a little break while I was there because, you know, it's hungry and thirsty work taking these videos. And heading further north, I guess, there's another detour that's been set up on the road, and I still am not entirely sure what cyclists are supposed to be doing when they get to this. And look, most days when I've come through, it's been a weekend, there's been no work going on, there's been no machinery moving around, all that kind of thing, so I can ride through without any issues. But look here on the ground, see how they've painted that white curving line on the path to lead you onto this path. It draws the eye. And I don't know why here they couldn't just do the same on a temporary basis. Just draw a white line or paint one on the footpath or whatever, the road, that tells you where to go. Now this is another project about 1 kilometre or 2 further up the road. And this is much easier to actually get through, partly I think because they've used fencing all the way through here, obviously for safety reasons to keep people out of the site. But the fencing actually draws the eye and tells you where to go. And you know, it's actually not a bad idea to use this to kind of channel people into the path that they need to be following. And I got to say, it really does work quite well because last time I came through here, this was not here, but I had absolutely no problems working out where to go. Now, this is approaching that other detour from where I just was. Okay, notice we've got a detour sign there, presumably for cars, because cyclists are still supposed to go straight ahead. And although it says road closed, there's no signage up here saying cyclist. But whoa, when you actually get to where they're doing the work, what do we see? There's a sign directing cyclists to go onto the footpath. But why is there no sign further back at the start of the detour, like that cyclist sign, but with an arrow straight ahead, saying, cyclists, you're actually going straight ahead. Drivers, you are detouring off to the left here somewhere. So let's just go through this again. Road closed, yep. It's a detour ahead, yep. And that detour sign kind of implies cyclists and drivers are supposed to turn left when actually only drivers are supposed to turn left there. Cyclists have to go further straight ahead. So it's just they're missing some signage. They haven't thought this through. Anyway, the good news, again, bollard's gone. That's excellent. The concrete island of death has gone. That's really good to see. But obviously they need to come back and do some pavement markings. Is that the responsible of council or the project that's doing this? And a giveaway sign here would be really useful. And just stick up another cyclist sign, at the start of that detour. That would just help with navigation a lot.